And after about a month or so, tragedy struck our household, and I lost my firstborn. So I put the Bible down. I couldn't keep going. I didn't have the heart. But I kept walking by it. And finally one day I picked it up. And I looked up at God. And I said, I'm going to give you a chance. Imagine telling the God of all creations you're going to give him a chance. But that's what I did. And I opened it back up. And I continued reading. And when I did, I learned something about relationship. See, the only way you would have a relationship with anyone, the way I see it, is if they're talking to you and you're talking to them. You gotta be listening to them, and they gotta be listening to you. Well, God talks to us through His Word.
Yes.
And we talk to Him through prayer.
Yes.
So if those things aren't happening, do we really have a relationship with God at all? So let's start there. Maybe tonight's your night to begin a relationship with God. You see, there's something beautiful that comes with having a relationship with God. He makes us these promises. And the promise that I've been holding on to with everything in me is this one. If you have a relationship with God, He promises that He will never leave you or forsake you. It's His promise. So no matter what you're going through, no matter how deep a hole you're in, no matter who's hurt you, the God of all creation promises if you have a relationship with Him, He will never leave you. Look, He might not just solve what you're going through instantly, because that's not His promise. He didn't do that for me. But He remained through the coldest, darkest, hardest time. He remained faithfully. It's been a hard year, it almost took me down, I swear. And life was so good, I'm not so sure we knew what we had. I'll never be the same man, I'll never feel like I felt before. It's been a hard year, it almost took me down. But when my world broke into pieces, you were there faithfully. When I cried out to you, Jesus, you made a way for me. I may never be the same